surviving the holidays might mean saying no to some people and some things. And to help us do that, we've got mindset coach Alana Higginbotham and friend of the show back to help us through this very hectic time of the year.
It is hectic, isn't it?
Yes. So where do we start when it comes to setting those boundaries?
Well, a lot of times the holidays tend to get some extra attention because there's this belief that they're more important or somehow they're different than the rest of the year, but they're really not. Oftentimes we want to give folks leeways. I don't know if it's a Christmas gift or what, but we want to give them the benefit of the doubt during the holidays. And if you just take yourself out of the fact that it's a holiday, ask yourself, what would you do if it wasn't Christmas?
Yes,
and go with that.
That is a good starting point. What would you do if you weren't hoping to get a gift from them?
Right.
Would you act differently?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you also say we don't necessarily have to use the word no if we're not comfortable with it.
That's right.
What are some alternatives?
I started using the phrase, that doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Or that doesn't align for me, or I won't be able to do that. Because I notice that people, when you tell them no, oftentimes they look at it as an invitation to get you to a yes.
Oh, they just think we just need to
Like if I just
harder.
ask her some follow-up questions, maybe she got some things going on I can help her with. I do not need your help.
You have already decided.
I've already made the decision.
Okay, I love those. That's a good way of easing into it and maybe stopping that conversation.
Absolutely.
So what are some things that people often need to say no to or say those things about?
Well, during the holidays, Chelsea, sometimes you just need to say no to coming to visit or going to that obligatory family gathering. Or a lot of people are having parties during the holidays, and one of the toughest no's is the no that comes after you've been showing up a while.
Oh, okay.
So now things have changed for you for whatever reason, and you just don't want to go. And using the term, I'm not going to be able to make it, is usually drives the point home real simple, real easy.
Nice. Especially so if people are used to you showing up and doing all the things, you know, cooking things, setting up things,
decorating things.
Yeah, Christmas play, making the costumes. And yeah, they get used to that.
Absolutely.
And it could be a shift in your life where you really can't.
You can't, and sometimes you realize you've been overwhelmed this entire time, and you've been afraid that if you don't show up, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings or you're going to tarnish their image of you. And there's nothing better than the truth to show you where you really are in these people's lives. So if you just can't make it and you realize they start treating you different, that's letting you know how to continue to move after that.
Tells you a whole lot.
Whole lot.
Was there a point where you got to, like during the holidays, you were like, I'm going to use this phrase a whole lot?
That's how I came up with it.
Okay.
Because I remember it was during Easter time. I had someone ask me if I would be able to participate in the Friday, Saturday, Sunday of a clothing drive they were doing to get little outfits for the kiddos. And I said I wouldn't be able to do it. And I said, no, I can't do it. And her response was, really? None of the days?
Oh.
And that's what made me realize, no is actually not a complete sentence to everybody. And so when she said none of the days, I said, no, none of the days.
Oh, okay. So then.
Because that was also at a time in my life where I realized just because there's vacancy on the schedule doesn't mean that I need to fill it with something.
Amen to that. Because
Yes.
sometimes your plate is full enough.
It is, and you feel obligated because you think, I value this person, I value this connection, or at the very least, you don't want people to think.
Yeah.
And anytime you start a sentence with, I don't want people to think, whatever comes after that is probably not the direction to go in.
So maybe you need to do a little stop and check with yourself.
Always,
Your
absolutely.
motivation.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other things to help us get through and set those boundaries with folks?
Well, I think it's important for people to understand that tradition is simply something that you do regularly. It's not etched in stone. I heard somebody say that tradition is bullying from dead people. And it really put things into perspective. And what I'm getting at when I say that is I think people should feel free to create their own traditions. My family and I had to do that. We moved away from what we consider to be home, and we were spending a lot of time on the road during the holidays, and it was laborious. And I just remembered I liked being able to leave my bedroom and go into my living room in my Christmas tree when I was a kid, and I wanted my kids to have that. So I had to be bold, and I had to decide that I was going to change tradition.
Yes, some of the moms were talking about that. You get to decide what the tradition is.
You get to decide, and if people are going to be upset, just know that and accept it. but keep on doing what you feel is the right thing for your family.
Yeah, and enjoy the holidays.
Oh, how about that's a novel thought.
Yeah.
To enjoy the holidays.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else we need to keep in mind?
I think that it's important for people to remember that the basics is really what your children remember. They remember far less about the things you bought and maybe even the things that you did. They remember the connection that you have with them. So family, and when my children are 16 and 21, and the things that they remember is the connections we've had, not necessarily, ooh, we got this great gift, or even, ooh, we went to this great event. It's a lot more about when mom and dad come up off of their podium or off of their pedestal, and they come down to the kids' level and relate to them. That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, we love that. That is a gift I can afford as well.
Okay. Absolutely.
Thank
Big
you very
impact,
much.
big impact.
Mindset Bestie.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us again and helping us out here.
Happy to be here. Always happy to be here
Yes.
with you, Chels.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with our final takeaways. Thank you for watching Chattin' with Chelsea. We hope this helps you make it through the holiday season. Alana, what's your final tip?
My final tip is whenever you're faced with the options of choosing between your peace and someone's expectation of you, always choose your peace.
Ooh, always. I can do that. Thank
Every
you
situation.
very much. All right, guys, keep up with us on social at Chelsea Show Fox. Wardrobe is provided by Trezor Cache Boutique. Maybe find some gifts there. We'll see you on the next Chattin' with Chelsea.
Come back to me.